Welcome to HortTube. My name is Jim Putnam. This is going to be a quick update on my progress with my cool season vegetables and getting started with starting the seed for the summer vegetables as well. Everything is ready to go in the ground, but it's supposed to be 20 degrees a couple nights this week. And these are cool season vegetables, but that's a little too cold, especially right when you're putting them out. I would have to cover them. So I'm pulling back from my planting them today, which is what was my original plan, and I'm going to wait toward the end of the week to get these in the ground. Everything is ready to go. These are all the lettuces and everything. They're all thinned down to one plant, and they're all full and ready to go. I even held back planting my peas when I saw that it was going to be as cold as it's going to be this week. But as soon as this passes, I guess Thursday or so in my area, it's supposed to moderate. And after that, it looks like the temperatures are going to be near 60 during the day and 40 at night, which is perfect for all of these kale and lettuce and spinach and peas and broccoli and all of those kinds of cool season vegetables. I did the seeding for the peppers last week, and peppers take the longest to germinate of almost anything I'm going to be doing. So I see a couple seeds that are starting to put out the little furry, you can see the roots starting to form on the seed. A couple seeds here or there that I didn't cover up very well. So I expect next week I'll have something to show you on those. I'm doing tomatoes this week. I have 8 varieties of tomatoes. I only do a couple slicing tomatoes. I'll do beefsteak and maybe 1 or 2 others at some point during the growing season. But I grow mostly cherries. I like small, super sweet 100 hybrids. I like those. These red currant tomatoes. Lots of sweeties. Lots of tomato varieties that are for making salads and that kind of thing. I just find the plants are so much easier to grow. They're easy to start, easy to stake, easy to pick, easy to just lower maintenance, lower care, and you get great fruit production off of almost all of those varieties. With they're small salad making type tomatoes. So that's mostly what I'm growing. Because I left these in the house another 4, 5, 6 days, I have fertilized them, and I fertilized them with fish emulsion. This is one I've bought a couple times off of Amazon, and I'll link it down below. The smell isn't very bad at all, really. I can't smell it at all. I smell it a little bit when I mix it, but once they're in the flats here, I can't smell it at all. So it's kind of a perfect fertilizer to use inside. And I think I used 2 tablespoons to a gallon of water, and then I put it in the pitcher and actually water from underneath the flat. I pull up the tray and water from underneath, let the fertilizer in the water soak it up from the bottom. And that's worked perfect. I'll turn these lights on real quick so you can see how big some of this stuff has gotten. These peas are definitely ready to go. Everything's ready to go in the ground. So I'll get it in the ground later this week. But if you are leaving your stuff in the house more than, let's say, 3 weeks, which is where I'm at right now, I think some shot of not a big shot of nitrogen fertilizer. Fish emulsion is perfect. Fish emulsion is perfect for this, and that'll keep them growing and green until I get them in the garden this week. And I plant my vegetable plants pretty much in pure compost. I actually have raised beds without frames, and it's I've done this all my life. And I recently found Charles Dowding's YouTube channel. If you haven't seen any of his stuff, he's a guy, a gentleman in England who does this he calls it no dig. Watch some of his videos if you get a chance, if you're really interested in being successful with vegetable gardening. His channel's fantastic, and it's kind of funny. It's the exact same things I've always done, and but I never really see people confirming that I'm doing it the best way until I found his channel. I was like, oh, okay, somebody else with these same exact ideas that I have. Basically, every year I put about 2 inches of new compost on the bed to refresh it, and I can get a cool season round of vegetables out, my summer vegetables out, and then I put another 2 inches of compost on it and can repeat the cycle. So anyway, that's how I do it. And again, I've just filled the trays and gotten them watered. I'm doing 2 trays of tomatoes. I'll do about maybe 10 to 15 plants for each variety. I'll save the seed, and I'll probably do a second round of tomatoes in about a month. So I have some that are about a month behind these. I'm expanding my vegetable garden. I've got a lot of junk in my yard right this minute, but when I have an opportunity, I'm actually expanding my garden. So I'll have enough room for these initially, and then hopefully after that, about a month in, I'll have enough room for another round of tomato planting, and I'll be able to extend well into fall my tomato picking. So thank you very much for watching this video. Next week will be far more exciting when all of these cool season vegetables are in the ground, and I will go ahead and seed out all of the rest of my beans and cucumbers and squashes and zucchinis and all of those kinds of things next week. Thanks very much for watching.